What's up guys, my name's Dychronic, your host here on this Destiny 2 video, and today we're going to be talking about this week at Bungie for May 10th, 2018. Now there's not a lot of things on this one. There's a bunch of glitches that they're going to address in this one, including the Rat King, including Heroic Strikes not working. They're talking about the Trials of Osiris, the Spire raid. Not too much information about anything, but it's a pretty quick one. I thought I'd go through it with you. So the first thing they have here is just going to be the Warmind launch trailer. If you haven't seen it already, it's a trailer that came out a few days ago, right before the game came out actually, where it just shows off some things. If you haven't seen it, go look it up. I have a video on it previous. Spire Stars, they say, hey, it's going to arrive May 11th, 10 a.m., which is tomorrow, which is PDT by the way, where the original launch was at 11. This one is going to be at 10 a.m. and this is just the Spire Stars raid. There's nothing really going on here. This is all there is. It's 18 seconds of basically this. You guys can watch it. There's really not much to it, so I'm not gonna download it and edit it. Next up, we have Trials releasing these new weapons. I believe a scout rifle, a shotgun, and an SMG. Looking very interesting and weird. Can't wait to see what the different shaders look on them. They also have a new Sparrow, Ship, and Ghost. The Sparrow is the only new looking thing here. Nothing is really sparkly and dazzling. And totally changed. One thing that they do know, which is important, is that there is no new ornament for Trials. That's why you couldn't preview it on your Trials armor. And it says this season. It's going to be for the whole season. There are, those ornaments in Crucible that you can get Valor rank rewards, which is apparently what they spent their time on instead of new ones of those. This next space kind of feels like they're just filling up space. Basically, Pope Bear, one of the community people for Destiny Community Podcast, and their team of people with 5,000 watts, Tefty and Briar, are going to be basically 1v1ing the Bungie team with DMG04, Cosmo, John Hamrick, and apparently somebody else who they're still trying to find. This is basically trying to promote the private matches that they've released recently, and they're going to be doing private matches. If you guys do want to watch that, it is going to happen at 6 p.m. PDT on May 16th. I might stop by, but I'm really just not really concerned. This is kind of a silly thing to put in here. That's pretty much all there really is to this. I would like to mention some known issues, things like clan XP milestones not being awarded, giving you a regular engram. I noticed my clan engrams were giving me bad engrams instead of luminous, so this is something that they've addressed. Some things where you can't connect in Crucible. Rat King, I had it equipped right now. If you've ever tried to equip the Rat King, you'll notice that it says, hey, you can't do that right now. Check bungie.net. And apparently there's an issue with this weapon. I actually had this weapon equipped on my Hunter, and I had this continuous problem where I couldn't even sign in, and all I had to do was unequip it and dim, so that was one of those things. Strike Pursuits are not being tracked on what I found to be only the PSN exclusive maps. They didn't seem to track those, so they're going to try to figure out how to do that, and figure out the mitigation steps are not playing the PS4 exclusive maps. A couple other things, Container Shell giving you illuminated engram, robes of Secrets, which I believe are the dawning robes, not showing the entire lower portion of the robes. I've seen this for weeks now. I've always wondered why it did it. I always thought it worked with everything, but I only ever used Secrets robes, so I don't know. Some issues with these salute and dance emotes, shadow dance emotes, not having them. Some issues with Stowed Emblems, not much. Gunsmith, preventing players from purchasing legendary mods from Gunsmith. That's a big one. That's really bad, especially if you had that last week when you're trying to get kinetic mods. Joining allies was infinite. Big one here, Boon of Vanguard and Crucible not being there. They are supposed to be there, apparently, so that's good. We still have boons. Well, I only got like 3 left, but we still got boons. And all of this stuff is going to be addressed May 15th, 2018. So hopefully we'll see this addressed in 5 days. Hopefully they figured out what's going on by then. And that's pretty much it. There's not much more to say about it. Movie of the week, somebody finishing Escalation Protocol round 7. Pretty hard to do. Funny montage, not really interested. I'm surprised to see that there's no Nightfall. Why is there no Nightfall high scores? Was there, or was there not, like, an arms dealer last week? Or not arms dealer. There was Savathun's song last week. Like, what happened? Where's the Nightfall high scores, Bungie? What happened to the Nightfall high scores? Anyways, that's the video for you guys today. Hope you guys did enjoy. A little bit of short one for you guys. Ooh, clicked on my desktop. Oh, you almost figured out what I had on my desktop, Anyways, last note, I wanted to ask you guys, what did you think of the DLC so far? I mean, I like it. I think it's better than Curse of Osiris, personally. I don't think that it's going to last too long for a lot of people, but I think it's better. I think they're learning something, and hopefully the Taken King style expansion, dubbed Comet by the internet, will be big. Will be big enough to hold this in the series. I think that they've got themselves a little bit of respite with this DLC, but we'll have to wait and see in a few weeks exactly how the community responds. and of course how long it actually takes to get to 385. Hopefully it does take a long time, and people will be happy with the fact that there is a grind. Anyways, that's the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. My name's been Dychronic, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Love this Java, by the way.